Who is your most inspirational fighter? Let me know in the comments, because I have many inspirational fighters, and that's part of the reason why I really like MMA, is because I really like to learn about like the different fighters and like all the adversity that they've been through, and just like why they fight, and like just like their stories. It's very intriguing to me. And then of course also the fighting aspect of it, of course. Yeah, so I would have to say I really like Kat Zingano. She is really inspirational. Just everything she's been through, like her not her father, her husband committing suicide, and just like blowing out her knees and losing out on that opportunity to host, to be one of the judges in Tough, and like just like everything that she's been through, being like a single mom and stuff, and like beating Amanda Nunes, like that comeback fight is one of my favorite fights to watch. Just how she just conjured up like the strength to just come back in the third round and finish it after just being totally ground and pounded by Amanda, was just incredible. Another fighter that really inspires me is Dustin Poirier. I really like him a lot. He, something that really resonated with me that he said in an interview once was that, he came from nothing, and like he knows what it feels like to leave items in your cart, to leave items in your shopping cart in the supermarket because you can't pay for it, and just that feeling, and like, everything that he's been through. And then like he has his daughter, and he just seems like such a nice person. He just seems like such a nice father. He really loves his daughter. He takes care of his daughter, and like he loves law of attraction and like spirituality and crystals, and he believes in like quotes and like positivity and momentum and everything that I like. So I definitely relate to him, and I think he's like one of my favorite inspirational fighters. The next person is probably McGregor. I really like McGregor, despite what people say and, things that he does. Of course, I don't agree with, punching an old man in a bar, or assaulting Khabib's bus with a dolly. Of course, I don't condone it. But, you can't take away from the fact of all of his accomplishments. Just, man, coming from nothing, becoming something, to become everything. And that's like one of the quotes that he says that I just love, being a plumber, working at 6 a.m. and like, and he had to work 10-hour days, with a 2-hour commute both ways. So that's now a 14-hour day to just make scraps and hard physical hard work, like, to just literally feel your soul being sucked out of you. Like, I've had soul sucking jobs, like working with toxic coworkers, and I love that he escaped that. But McGregor, coming from like such a humble beginning, and also like living in the government, like living on food stamps and stuff, to like being, just having all of this abundance, I love that. So the next person, definitely Rose Namajunas. I love Rose Namajunas. I could listen to her talk about anything. She's a very fascinating person. She has a very heightened sense of self. She's very psychic. Like, if you see her interviews, she can kind of tell when things are going to happen. Like, I remember one interview, she was talking to her husband Pat Barry, and she told him to like change lanes. They were on a highway. She told him to change lanes because she just had a bad feeling, and he changed lanes, and then all of a sudden there was like a big accident, and like a tire like flew in the air or something like that, and like he was just like do 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 do. That's really creepy that like you just had that sixth sense. And like I feel like I'm like that. I have a very good intuition, and I kind of like sense things. So like I can definitely relate with her on that. I love her. Like, she's a great, and also she's such an amazing fighter too. But let's see who else. I really like Valentina Shevchenko. She's really inspirational. I like everything that she's done. She's so fun. Like, she dances. She speaks all of these languages. She's such a like overachiever. She's great. Like, she's on top of her game right now. I'm so happy that she is in her real weight class, which is flyweight. you know, because now she can really not hold back anymore, not have to like calculate so much because she's fighting these bigger girls. And like, I think she's gonna be around for a very long time. You know, she's super young too, so she's great. And then, you know, she has her sister. It's like the first two sisters in the UFC. It's like really cool, you know. And she loves to travel. She loves to like go fishing. She enjoys nature, you know. I like that she shows the fans like there's different sides of life, you know. Like she is a true martial artist and it's part of her life, but you know, she enjoys, like, you could just tell she enjoys life to the fullest, you know. There's probably more, but I'll leave it at that. I'll probably make another video if anything. But let me know in the comments who your favorite inspirational MMA fighters are, or like, you know, who your favorite fighter is, you know, and why. Because you know, I still love learning about like all these fighters, you know. There's a lot of up and comers, like fighters that I don't know about that are just like so cool. Like, especially if you guys watch Contender Series, there's so much talent out there, you know. And I just love learning about these people's lives, like what they've been through and just like why they fight, and like it's amazing. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks.